most important software that you will ever instill in your company is not a CRM, is not this reporting system, it's the project management software.
Definitely with your 10 out of 10, you were very thorough. You joined us in the Slack group. Every 2 or 3 days, we had an update from your team on the Notions, like, hey, this phase was completed, this phase was completed. And then as soon as you even got something that we could see, you let us see it. So that was one of my concerns, was about the communication.
Project management software is what allow all your team members to cohesively work in the company that you have. I was stuck making few thousands of dollars a month. For the life of me, I couldn't figure out why I was stuck there for months on end. Because every time I try to scale things up, every time I try to bring in more clients, every time I try to bring in more things that for my team to do, we keep failing. We can't meet the project deadlines. We keep forgetting what task is supposed to be done. All the things that we talk about, one task is spread across so many chats. Things keep breaking. Things were so chaotic that I couldn't scale my business to the 5 to 6 figures that I was looking to get to. And the day I realized that what's stopping me was not a hiring problem. I didn't want to hire more people, hire more project managers. I need a proper system. I had a systems issue. At the moment I installed this system, I was able to take in 3 times more clients, and all my team members, I'm not kidding, I got referral to a guy called Ali Abdal, a guy who I referred because my client told me that, Fahad, you used to update me every single day from this Notion system that you have, and that you complete the project on time. And by the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I set up my project management system. So this is the ultimate Notion project management system that any SMB, service-based businesses, or if you're a business owner in general, need to have. You don't need anything else, because I personally have built hundreds of project management system, and I've learned so many things, and I've combined the things I've learned into 5 key frameworks that every good project management system has. The latest one that we worked on was for bad marketing, 8-figure business owner, an 8-figure agency that has a team of 200. So these are all the things that we learned from setting these things up, working on these softwares for many businesses, right? So this is mine. So let's just start with first. So a good project management system, right? It needs to firstly track projects. This is the most important, obvious thing of them all. You want to track the project status, but there are so many more things that comes to it. You want to track the tasks that are assigned. You want to aggregate and store all the information, because sometimes you talk about this client in this the same WhatsApp, you talk about the other guy, but then you forget, what did we talk about yesterday about that guy? So many information should not get forgotten in chat. So you need to aggregate and store all the information, and you need to centralize all the communication in one place. Good project management system allow you to do that. And next thing is storing assets is very important. You have so many documents, so many calendars, so many forms, so many things that every business owner has, and if it's all over the place, it takes so many hours wasted in fetching these information. How beautiful would it be if you can just quickly fetch things just like that? And the next thing is SOPs. The most important thing that completely changed the trajectory of my life was when I learned the concept of SOPs. What is an SOP? SOP means systematic operating procedure. Did you notice that every time you go to McDonald's, the store manager has a paper in front and he keeps checking things up? Every time you go to good bakery, they have checklists in place. They write things down. Because that's an SOP. That's an SOP that the company gave it to maintain the standards that they have. Why can't you as a business owner have that? And that is how you can step away from your business and let your team handle the stuff. Because every single thing that you do, right, it's systems. It's a systematic order of decisions that you make. If you can list out the decisions in a piece of paper, you can finally step away from the business. You can finally start focusing on growing a business, or finally start focusing on getting a hoe. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. That's haram. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Don't do that. But yeah, SOPs. I'll talk exactly how you can build those things. Next thing is tracking KPIs. One of the things that I wish I did earlier is I didn't track my team's KPIs. I would assume that this person is working really well. This person isn't working really well. Let's give him bonus. Let's not give her bonus. That was the worst stupid mistake I've made. And since then, I set up a proper project management system that automatically tracks how my team is performing. And then I can finally judge with data on what is working and who is not working. And lastly, automating stuff so that you can do least amount of work as possible and keep your team accountable. let's get into it. All right, so this is my project management system. So this is so beautiful. So we kept a single dashboard where I can see all the numbers. I can see how many clients I have in total, what is open, what's being onboarded. So I have different stages, right? This is where I can see the project. So this is my client database, right? So this is where I manage all my clients. You see all these clients are divided in different stages: prospect, onboarding, in progress, on hold, etc. So if I click on a particular client, for example, let's click on Iman Ghazi. So when I click on this particular client, I can store all his information in here. When has he started? And under the clients, I can have multiple projects, because the way my business works is we do multiple projects for different business owners, and I wanted to track that. And different projects go through the same process. Not started onboarding, we schedule the onboarding, we complete the onboarding, we start the implementation process, we start a 7-day trial. So many things that we do, right? Sometimes we pause, sometimes we abandon. So all the projects are stored in here, and different projects will be stored in different places. And within the project, there are tasks. So let me just quickly show you one client. Let's talk about this client, right? There is 3 projects in here. Let's click on this particular project. So let's click on this particular project. All the information I need to store is in here. Sometimes I attach a case study in here, attach documentations in here, and this is where I can track all the tasks. All the tasks my team has done, it is in here. I click on a task, I put all the information with my team, and my team and I put comments in here, so we can have back and forth conversations, so we can centralize communications. So that's basically the way in which I structured clients, which is this main source of truth. Under the clients there are projects, and under the projects there are tasks. And when I go to each tasks, I can see exactly all the information is stored in the project side of things, and I can track everything in the tasks. I put all the information that the team has to do in tasks. So let's take a really good example, which is, let's take this person for example, right? What I do is I create a client, and the thing that every one of my team members need is they need passwords. They need to see passwords for all the tools that we have, right? All the tools that the client has. It's such a waste of time for us to share passwords every time or put somewhere. So we create the passwords and they connect it in here. The team knows exactly, they click on it, you can see the exact password that they need, and they get started with the work. They can attach any comments, they can see all the projects, right? Click on a project, I can put all the information. I put the start date, I put the due date, I put the internal review date, I add everything. I put the drive folder, we have a flowchart, we have form submissions, what did the client submit, what was the onboarding form like. I include every information for my team to see. I add any additional information in here, then I keep assigning tasks, and all my team does is mark this task, so it's always in a not started. They mark it as in progress or QA or revisions needed, etc. So that's essentially what my team does. I add all the information. You see, sometimes I add all the information in here. I ping certain team members of mine and I tell them, hey, please do this, remember this thing, do this thing. All the information that they need. Sometimes I record Loom videos. And exactly what they need to do, and I have a section in my task section called Loom, and they just look at this. Oh, that's Fahad from a year ago. That guy.
Hey, Blessin wanted to assign
the fuck is that task. Beard? Look at that beard, bro.
Just like what he did for Dan.
Guy on about?
We have the second set of clients. Is the Centra one.
Okay.
So the biggest client. So I think I gave you.
Let's not roast old Fahad. He was a good lad. He's the reason I'm here. Literally, attach all the information in here. Yes, every time we do a project, right, we create detailed documentations and training videos for the clients, and we always attach them in here. So every time the client asks, Fahad, where is the training video? I don't have to go to WhatsApp, scroll and find it. It's always attached in here. Click on it, see all the videos, even recorded videos. I have so many detailed videos in here. I have so many videos, testimonials, I record stuff, and I send it over to the client. So this is the detailed documentations that I have, and everything is interconnected within this client system. And from client, it's like a tree. And how do we set this thing? It's very simple. We create a simple database. I identify the different groups that I have in my clients. That is, sometimes they're prospects, sometimes they're onboarded, they're in progress, sometimes we hold the project, sometimes the client is done, sometimes the client cancels. So we have different stages, and within each client we have different project statuses, right? When we start with a project, first thing starts with the onboarding call. Then for us it was the onboarding form is completed, then we start setting everything up. Once we are done, we have a 7-day trial period, and then we complete everything. So different stages, right? I defined them. I created the key fields that I need. If I click on the project, the key things that my team needs to get started for the project, everything that they need to know. Who are the assignees? What is the priority of this particular project? What's the due date for this project? When should we complete this? Any Loom videos, I need to explain everything. What is the roadmap? We have a visual. It's like an architect creating a building. For us, we create diagrams, visual diagrams on the automations. So we attach them in here. But Fahad, you showed us how to get individual tasks for each client. But what if you have so many clients? How do you just go to every single client projects and then you check? No, we don't do that. We have a separate section called task section. Now this is where I can see all the tasks that are not started, in progress, QA, revisions needed, done, and backlog. This is where I can see everyone's task, and I tell my team members that you don't have to be aware of all these tasks. Just go to the thing called task assigned to me, and this is going to automatically, Notion has this beautiful feature where it automatically shows only the tasks that are assigned to you. So clearly I've completed 89 tasks. I have 5 pending, 10 not started, and I can see all the tasks that I need to do, right? Every single thing is in here, everything is grouped accordingly. I can click on a particular thing, I can get more information in here on what I need to do, and every single detail is included in here. And this is how I track what I need to do. I can have detailed flowcharts in here as well. Hey, this person, 121 tasks has been assigned to Fahad, 173 are unknown from probably people who I fired, people who left, unassignees, and I can see everyone who's assigned what. So this is the chart that I track. And not just that, right? We even have an automation. What is the automation? So the thing is, this is good enough, but not everyone is going to come check these Notion databases every time, right? So we have to remind them. So I, as a business owner, I need to know what tasks are my team supposed to be doing this week and what tasks have they not done from last week or the previous weeks. So I have an automation that gives me updates every Monday. You see, every Monday for the last many months, it's been giving me updates past due and due this week, and it shows me, hey, these are the past due tasks for all my team members. Hey, for this Asad, he has these many past due. This is the task, this is the name of the project, this is the name of the client, this is the URL, and this is the date in which he was supposed to complete it. And I'm like, Asad, why haven't you done this? I can always ask him questions. It shows Fahad's tasks, Blessen's tasks, Komal tasks, and all the guys' tasks, and it shows me due this week for Fahad, for Komal, for everyone else. And this is for me as a business owner, but my team also gets updates. So this is the kind of updates they get. So my team gets message like this from our task reminder buddy bot saying that, hey, these are the tasks that you need to complete this week. So every Monday they get messages like this, and now we are planning to do this every Monday and every Friday and midweek. Like, hey, these are the tasks for the next 2 days, or these are the tasks for this week that you haven't completed. We keep reminding them for these tasks, so it's on top of their mind, and this is how we make sure that our client is happy and no task ever gets lost. So we get constant reminders directly in our communication system Slack for every task that is assigned in Notion, and that's the way my team gets to know what tasks they're assigned. So that's this task side of things, right? So now we've completed this. Now let's talk about storing assets. Now this is my favorite section out of them all. I have a section called operations, and this is where I store all my key data. I store all my assets in this section called assets. This is where I store all my internal stuff. Like, I have my VAT number. Sometimes I have consolidated data. Sometimes I have brand information. What is the brand color that we have? What is the logo that we have? What's the address that we have? Because I don't want to go to different places to fetch this information, right? Everything is one place. All the calendars I have, the calls, my team calls, my monthly client calls, my random discussion calls, the link can all be found in here. I can simply copy paste it. All my marketing assets, my offers, my sales scripts, everything is stored in one place. All my affiliate links for different softwares, I don't need to go to different places. I just take it simply from here. All my case studies, my forms, my funnels, all these information is in one single place, which makes my life so much easier. I don't have to spend hours fetching information from different places. It's one centralized place. And not just that, I don't have to tell my team where to get information. I'm not the blocker anymore. If my team's like, Fahad, this client is asking for a calendar, I just tell them go to Notion, it's already there, and the next time they already know where to go. So that's the beauty of me stepping away from the business, and everything is in one place. Now SOPs SOP is so beautiful. It's probably after Porsche 911 is the next most beautiful thing I've ever laid my eyes on. So what do I mean by that? The thing is, every single business, right, the way you guys operate, the way you guys train an employee, you need to give them step-by-step directions, right? Hey, XYZ intern, first you need to log into your laptop, then you need to do this, then you need to do this. Every single thing that you do in your business, no matter how complex your business is, it's a bunch of steps. So how do you train your employees on the exact steps that you do, and how do you make sure that whatever you do is replicatable so you don't have to be doing that step all the time? It's through SOPs. I'm going to show you exactly how I build my SOP, right? Now I have an SOP for these are all the key things that our business usually does. We create chatbots, we create automations, we create CRMs, we create project management. So I created detailed SOP on every single thing that I do to complete this entire project. So first we start with onboarding, then we start with the scoping call, then we start with project management strategy and creating the roadmap, then we create the systems, then we do the QA assessment, then we create the documentations and we do the handover, and then we have post implementation support, right? So every single thing I create detailed instructions on every single thing that we do in here with notes for my team. Now all I need to do is every time I hire an intern or every time my senior manager is conducting a new project and he's new, I simply share him this link. Hey Asad, here's this project that we're about to do. Everything that we usually do for this, I don't need to teach you. Read this. And not just that, every single client, right? For every single client, we have a checklist like this. My team has to check every single key points right here. Client makes the full, for example, 15 minutes before the scoping call, we do these things. I have a checklist for that. 15 minutes before the scoping call, let's go up. Onboarding form review in detail. So before the call, we're supposed to review the onboarding form. After the road, my team checks this. So I'm going to show you a live example. Let's just show you a live example. I'm going to go to this client that we recently completed. I'm going to click on this and you see SOP. So if you click on this, my team has all, this is the SOP, right? All the detailed documentations on how to do an automation work. They've clicked, they selected all the checklists right here. And this is how I ensured my company is following the standard that I personally have, which allowed me to become the top 100 automation engineer worldwide, and I don't have to be there babysitting them every time. I give them this checklist, they submit this checklist, the standard is met. That's the beauty of a good project management system, and I can't emphasize this enough. This is the most important thing that I ever done. So I have SOPs for everything, every single thing that I do, for content, for sales, for operations, and every single SOP is stored in here. So this is the section where I store all the SOP for hiring. This is the hiring SOP that I have, right? This is the hiring SOP for I send this to my recruiter. Now he gives me the best talent out there because I sat down for a week and wrote down every single thing that I do in my business. So SOPs for everything, SOPs for content, SOP for sale, SOPs for fulfillment, how to apply, how to do appointment setting, detailed instructions, videos, screenshots. And I sat down with my team and I visually walked them through. Some of them I even attach videos where I walk them through the entire SOPs again, and I sit down with them. I see how they're performing as well. So what Alex Hormozi recommends it, creating a detailed step-by-step process, then you follow the detailed step-by-step process and see if there's anything that needs to be fixed. Then you tell a team member of yours to read this and do it, and you watch them. And he says that's how you can replicate yourself, and that's exactly what I do. So that's the SOP side of things, right? One of the best future beautiful things that you could do. Now the last part is tracking KPIs. And how do we do this? So this is the most beautiful, interesting part, is in the reporting section, all right? So I track my team's performance, my content performance, and my sales performance. So let's talk about operations, right? Now, of course, I have a project management system. In Notion itself, I set up the reporting dashboard in Notion as well. I created simple reporting dashboards in the task section, and I track how long does my team take to complete a particular tasks, and how many tasks are usually completed on or before time. So this is my team. So this is how I track my completion rate for my team, right? They took an average of 5 days past due date to complete this. Komal takes usually 5 days. Blessing usually takes 1 day. I take 0 days because I'm fucking on time. I'm kidding. I have ADHD, bro. I'm probably the highest out of them all. But I important stuff I always complete because I know I just set the right example and shit like that. But anything that's not important, I just take my time. Anyways, so negative. So this guy completes things on time, before time. So I can see the current month's data, I can see the last month's data. This is how many times do I need to send the work back all the time, how many revisions do I need to do. So I can see, hey, why do I need to keep giving this guy revisions? Why can't he just complete the task right every time? So this is how I track those things. This is how many people are assigned, and I also track the errors. So the two most important data for us is how many errors did the manager find after the developer said Fahad everything is done, and the last bad metric is how many times did the client find an error after the developer said Fahad everything is done. So we track both in here. So the way we track it, it's quite simple, right? I'm going to show you exactly the way we track all these data. So in this database, we have all these simple bar charts that we've created, right? All these bar charts that we've created, simple charts that you can create by simply clicking on in here. You can create a new chart, create a new view in here, and can create a simple bar chart or pie chart or anything like that. And the way we track errors is, if I click on a particular task, right? Let's click on a particular task. If I click on hidden fields, there is a thing called number of managers, number of errors found, and I personally manually put every time I find an error, I put 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's how we get to track this particular data. That's how we track the average errors that my team keeps making. And I can be like, hey, Komal made 12 errors, Asal made 11 errors, Fahad on point, 0 errors, because he's perfect. I'm kidding, I'm not perfect. I make so many errors, but I can track everything in here, and this is where I track all the key details. So this is where I track the operations KPI, content KPI, same thing. I have a content dashboard, create a detailed video on how I set up the content calendar, which looks something like this. Detailed, amazing content calendar that allows me to post videos like this. I'll create a detailed video on that, and I'll attach the link in here. That system is connected to this reporting dashboard, and this is where I track how long does my guy take to edit a particular video, what does he do, etc. So this is how I track what he does. So it's beautiful. I love this. And sales KPI, my sales guy manually updates everything. So that's the reporting side of things. And lastly, automations, what I just showed you right now, that is the weekly reporting I get like this. And I even have, now we set up a new automation for every time we are midway to the project, we get a reminder saying that, hey, the project is midway. Let me see if I can find it. The other automation that we have is midway check-in point. So one thing that we realized is my team often takes much longer than the estimated time that I give them, and the reason for that is because they're doing so many project works that they forget this project was supposed to be done by this week. So we have a midweek check-in automation that on the midday, like, for example, the project is 4 weeks long. On the second week tells like, hey, this is the midway checkpoint. I hope you guys have progressed and completed at least half of the project, because you only have 2 more weeks left. And this is what the automations look like. Tells me exactly how many days I have remaining. And we are about to set up end checkpoint saying that, hey, there is 2 days left, please complete the project. This is what allows me to have happy customers and happy clients referring me clients and giving testimonials like the one that you saw earlier. So that's exactly all the automations I do. Now I have so many more things. I have my entire hiring database in here. This is where I track all my hiring. This is my everything. My project management system in Notion is where I track everything, manage my teams, manage my passwords, manage my documents, tasks, clients, projects, reports. Everything is done in this system, and this system, I can't operate my business without the system. And that's the beauty of the system, which is why I thought I want to create a detailed video on how I set every single thing up. Now if you're interested in this thing, right, I'm gonna do something that's so stupid, because I'm stupid, my team's gonna beat the crap out of me, but I'm gonna give you the automations that I built and this system that I have completely for free. I'm so stupid for doing this, right? Because when I first got started, I had a version 1 which I had to pay like $500 or $300 out of the money I didn't have when I first started, because everyone's selling this. But I'm not going to do that. I appreciate the fact that you clicked on this brown guy's video, okay? Like, you clicked on my video and you watched this video towards the end. So as a token of appreciation, I'm going to be attaching a link where you can download this entire template completely for free, and I'm also going to attach the automations as well, and with some instructions on how to install all these things for you guys. So I'm going to be attaching a Gumroad. If you want to send something along out of my team's way, feel free to do it, but it's completely free for anyone who's interested. All I ask you guys to do is click on the like button so that the algorithm knows this guy knows his shit, and subscribe, because this is all I talk about. I talk about systems, automations, and AI. Or if you're a business who's starting to scale but is not able to get there because you don't have proper systems, you don't want to automate your business, you don't want to hire more people, AI could benefit your business but you just don't know how to. That's exactly what my team and I does. So if you want our assistance in setting these things up without worrying about all these things, right, I'm going to attach a link in the description. Click on that link, book a call directly with me or my team, and we'll jump on a call and we'll discuss exactly what you are missing and what you could do. Even if you don't end up buying anything, right, you will significantly learn something that you could do in your business. So if that's you, click on the link below. I'll see you there. Download this thing completely for free, and once you're done, please let me know that you appreciate this, right? Boost my ego a bit. Tell me that, hey Fahad, this worked amazing, thank you, anything. I want some love and attention, and that is a child. Hi guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Cheers. Bye bye.